Hello loves and welcome to the channel. I'm Erica, a psychic medium and an oracular priestess. So welcome in, my loves. If this message finds you, then you're meant to be here. This is a specific channeled message that I was not expecting from Goddess Isis of ancient Egypt, also known as She of 1,000 Names, because she's been depicted in many forms, many ways. So it's not gonna, we're gonna do like a reading here, but these are messages for you. I'm also going to be channeling out a sacred, holy, divine love union reading centered around a download that I keep receiving. It keeps coming through. And I actually just today did a little reel on Instagram of this. And it's high priest kings and high priestess queens of Atlantis and of ancient origin, both rising at this time and coming into union. It's not too far off, is what I want to say, because you're meant to come together and finish the work that you started here in the new earth, okay? That's going to be a separate message. And if you guys want to go follow me over on Instagram, you're more than welcome. We would love to have you. It's just GypsyCowgirlTarot, all one word. I am the only GypsyCowgirlTarot in the world that's meta verified with the blue check mark. So make sure you follow the right account. Anyways, okay. So Isis just came through very heavily. And she is a ascended master mentor that I've worked with for years now, and who I deeply, deeply connect with. Her lineage, her magic, her sex magic, all the things. And when we speak of sex magic, it's not sex magic in a manipulative, karmic, kind of toxic way. What we're talking about is divine love sex magic, okay? Between two very powerful souls and individuals, okay? So anyway, so let me read. Okay, so I said Isis, and then what came through and what she said is, it is time to rise. You have great magic and magical wisdoms within you. You are being guided more and more to be in your truth, to be in this world, but not of it. Okay, and then it's about like the divine feminine has risen, divine feminine rising, right? So we carry sacred missions here on earth. That's why we're here, right? And this is a time of us accelerating and expanding and moving into these higher vibrational, more magical, more activated like timelines. And we've been being prepared for this. We've been going through initiations. We've been healing. We've been clearing. And basically what she's saying is she wants to mentor with whoever tunes into this, and whoever has maybe been seeing Isis or hearing the name Isis, or readers are doing a reading and boom, they talk about Isis, or the Isis card comes out, or things about ancient Egypt. You could be seeing like ancient, a lot of references to ancient Egypt, documentaries about ancient Egypt, just different stuff showing up, maybe Egyptian, relics, Egyptian symbols or symbolisms. You could be like on Instagram and see like a picture or something, and it's a beautiful like Egyptian goddess, right? Like painting or portrait or whatever you want to say, AI, whatever it is. Okay, so she is showing up. And the energy of ancient Egypt is showing up in a big way right now, because this is where we are being guided and called to go within about, and to reconnect to that truth of who we are. And what she's saying is you are being guided and more. You are being guided more and more to be in your truth, to be in this world, but not of this world. So what she means by that is yes, we are human. Yes, we live in a very 3D physical like plane, and it's the material realm. And that's what she's saying. She's like, as we move forward into the year of the dragon and forward, okay, the age of Aquarius, right? The 3D constructs, the 3D things that we still cling to, all of that, right? We're going to be releasing control of that more and more and more and more, okay? Having more trust in our own power and energy, and less emphasis on the 3D reality, okay, of what's out there, right? So it is a time of really stepping up into a high level of who you are. Okay, Isis is the goddess of love, healing, fertility, magic, and the moon. She connects on very many deep levels. She was highly revered as a high priestess queen, and basically, you know, worshipped for centuries, okay? She is a divine twin flame. She has her twin flame Osiris. She birthed, just like the Virgin Mary birthed Jesus, she birthed her son Horus, their son Horus, okay, into creation. She is sometimes even very connected to the energy of Mother Mary, but they are of the same, you know, the Isis mystery schools, the Isis magic, that is a lineage and teachings and sacred knowledges that Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, like these other very powerful divine feminine ascended masters worked with and embodied and were connected to, okay? So going back to like ancient Egypt and just different like things, you know, and you could also be seeing other, you know, like messages about ancient Egypt, like other deities coming through. You know, I just connected with the energy yesterday of Ra, the sun god Ra, and Sekhmet, and did a little video over on my Instagram about that. Okay, so it's just like the ancient Egyptian energy is coming through very heavily. So keep that in mind. You could be seeing, you know, other energy showing up for you, okay? Bastet, which is the, you know, in ancient Egypt, it is like the black sphinx, the black cat, right? But it's a woman, okay, all right, with the head of a black cat. That is Bastet. So Bastet is coming through very heavily also. And it's kind of funny because I'm like in like the darker tones today and everything, you know? So I just feel like the energy, and same thing with Isis, you know, she was often depicted with black wings, and then she's also depicted with white wings. But, you know, for me, it's just symbolic of like the balance of the shadow and the light, and we all embody it, right? So Bastet could be showing up or coming through as well. And Bastet is like a phenomenal energy. Like Isis kind of gives off this like motherly type energy, but it's like a motherly energy that is very powerful, empowering. This is the very supportive motherly energy, but she's also, you know, she could also be, I don't want to say hard on you, but she just really pushes the energy of holding space for you, but also really helping you and guiding you and leading you into your mastery, into your revelations and remembering of like what you embody and what and who you've been, and the magic. And, you know, when I say magic, I don't mean black magic, I don't mean dark magic, I don't, right? This is magic of the universe, of the cosmos, of the earth, of nature. And that is what Isis was very connected to. So, you know, she she would, well, actually, if you guys haven't ever read the Sophia code, this right here, if I'm going to say anything about like a Bible, right? This is like my Bible. This right here, it is a channeled live like transmission from 8 ascended masters, the Sophia Dragon Tribe, channeled by a very, by an oracular priestess, Kaya Ra, okay? Who channels out everything that comes through in this book. But this is an activation here, this book, okay? So if you do feel called to get it, read it front to back to yourself, like out loud the first time. If you read 3-4 pages a day, it doesn't matter. Read them out loud, because words are spells. You are activating through the tones and through your throat chakra, and speaking the truth. And what it does is it helps to activate more of your divine genome, okay, and break down the carbon-based DNA, all right? So my life, I was already like 4 or 5 years in on my journey when this book was brought to me as far as my awakening. It was about, 6 months after, meeting my twin flame and all that. And this was another high level activator for me, okay? So anyways, so Isis is actually the first goddess ascended master that you mentor with in the Sophia code, okay? The direct revelation of Isis, birth of a golden age. That is what we are birthing right now, which is why she's coming through so heavily and calling on you. Literally, I'm just the vessel. I just connect with these, ascended ones, with ancestor energy, with angels, right? Because I'm also very connected to them, right? So again, we are the conduits, we are the channels, okay? That's why we call it channeling, right? So our channels are open for this to come through. And today she came through very strongly. You're going to start having dreams, remembrance of ancient Egypt. You can even find yourself, walking through a pyramid, having flashback, split second, like memories of like, whoa, what was that, right? Maybe you're in the desert, or maybe there's other people around you, or maybe you're in a sacred circle, or, maybe you're in a tomb. I don't know, like it could be anything. In fact, that was one of the very first past life memories that I ever had, was in a pyramid. And it just lasted for a split second, but it was like just all of a sudden, it's like I was transported there for like a split second, and it was cold, cool air in the pyramid, okay? And the stones were cold under my feet, and I could see like the stones, and then I was gone, okay? But I knew that was a moment of me, a flashback of when I was in a pyramid, because I just knew it. I just felt it all over, that's what that was. So you guys are going to be having these past life memory activations, which is what she's saying here about it is time to rise. You have great magic, and I underline great because she said it like, you have great, okay? Like this is astronomical. You are God's source, okay? So you house that energy. And the only ones who will truly receive this message and be called to mentor with Isis are the ones who are truly ready to call upon her, to invoke her, and to say, yes, I want to work with you. I want to mentor with you. Please guide me, show me, I'm ready. Because that's how you do it. They'll start showing up, right? They could be showing you signs and synchronicities and things in regards to them, or like things that kind of connect to them. Okay, but we have to be they're trying to initiate us and try to, right? And it's about us being open to receive that initiation, to go, okay, I'm ready. I feel called. Now, you might feel called for other energies too, like Bastet. Bastet is phenomenal for really helping us to dive deep into the underworld, right? Which, when I say underworld, like I don't mean hell. I mean the underworld, our subconscious, the darkness that we all house and have, okay? It can be very difficult to face these deep, dark parts of our lives, ourselves, our truth, and to really put ourselves on the chopping block and going, okay, this is what needs to go. This is what, you know, what I know I need to shift. Okay. And again, this is only going to connect with the people who are truly vibrating on the soul level from the heart. Okay. Otherwise, that's going to trigger ego for people. Meaning, people will think as I'm saying this, like, you know, I've healed the things I need to heal. I'm good. Like, I'm ready. I'm on this level, which is bullshit, because if you were, you'd be an ascended master. You wouldn't be incarnated here anymore. You know, so take it with a grain of salt, but this is for my very high level initiates who, have heard of the mystery schools, who connect with the lineage of the rose, who connect with goddess Isis and Osiris and the Egyptian mythology, and who feel, yes, I've been there. Yes, I connect. Yes, I know I was there. Okay. So key code 1, which the key codes is the Ascended Master. So she's key code 1, and then, you know, you move on to key code 2, key code 3, right? So Isis, she of 1,000 names. So what she says here is you're understanding it. So basically, you don't have to understand everything fully, not even things that I'm saying. Your understanding is not required to mentor with me as a guide. Only your faith is needed to let go and receive my miracles, divine intervention, and masterful support for the way ahead. Okay, so this is how she wants to help you. She wants to help you with birthing new miracles. She wants to give you miracles. Okay, divine intervention and masterful support for your way ahead, meaning your mission, because it's time to step into that. We are not meant to be here and be stuck in a corporate job for the rest of our lives. We are not meant to be here and sit in low vibrational, dense places or energies. These are simply stepping stones to our higher calling and our higher path. Okay. And this is just examples, right? And light work comes in many different forms. Okay. I give this all the time. A lot of healers, they work in the medical field, they become nurses, they become doctors, chiropractors, whatever it is, right? But a lot of you are going to be exploring outwardly, and entrepreneurial energy of independence is going to start coming through and being activated more and more and more and more. And this is all going to be connected on an esoteric or spiritual way. Okay. I invite you to fly with me into the vista of your own sovereign divinity. So this is the call. I invite you, okay, to fly with me into the vista of your own sovereign divinity. So she just wants to hold your hand, lock arms with you as you go through this. I just saw 1818 on the timestamp. Isis speaks. Okay, so this is what Kaya Ra channeled from Mother Isis, okay? I am Isis, a divine feminine ascended master teacher for oracular activism and a devoted advocate for Mother Earth. So again, she was a devoted advocate for Mother Earth, very connected to all of nature, animals, the stars, the sun, the moon, in particular the moon, where she spent many of nights laying skin to skin, back to back upon Mother Earth, sometimes days at a time. So I am a divine feminine ascended master teacher for oracular activism and a devoted advocate for Mother Earth. My Sophia embodiment title is She of 1,000 Names. Now, Sophia is God, okay? So her God embodiment and what she's known for is She of 1,000 Names, okay? This is like the role she plays here, okay? For I am honored throughout the ages with countless names of adoration and respect that reflect my many roles as a spiritual guide for multidimensional empowerment. Multidimensional empowerment, meaning tapping into our multidimensional power and her empowering you in many ways to activate and to step into that and to explore it. No more playing small. is what I'm getting here. No more playing small. We are in the year of the dragon. In this book, we speak of the dragons, the seraphim dragons, and they call these 8 ascended masters of Sophia, okay, the Sophia dragon tribe. So it's no wonder that they're going to be stepping in a lot this year. Okay, you might be seeing a lot of references to Kuan Yin at a certain time. You might be getting a lot of references or pulls or feelings to Mother Mary at a certain time. And even other ascended masters, okay? But these are the 8 that came through and that, you know, she channeled for these transmissions. Mentoring your highest potential is my great honor. For your own participation as a leader in this current global awakening is vitally important. You see, you are the Isis on earth at this time. I am Mary Magdalene on earth at this time. And what I mean by that, I'm not saying we're them incarnate. What I'm saying is we are the ascended masters on earth at this time, which is why these beautiful ascended ones are wanting to mentor and guide us, because they've been through it. They've lived lifetimes. They remember all the things. They know all the things, and they ascended their human form, meaning they don't come back, but they are still here to help. Okay. When you look to me as a mentor, it is important to understand that I was a woman first. It was through my human journey that I remembered how to embody my multidimensional sovereign power as a key code of Sophia. I invite you to receive my human story as a mirror for this same miraculous potential that exists within you. Activating the Sophia code within me was foundational for my role as an evolutionary, divine feminine Christ embodiment of the highest order. You have the same sovereign power within you to do the same. So she's literally saying here, we are one. I am no different. I did not embody anything different than you. And that's why it's wake up time. It's go time. You know, and I'm not like, you know, judging or saying anything. And then this is for myself too. I know for me too, I'm being called, and this is a part of it, is to connect to the collective. This is my light work. This is my, you know, as far as being like an oracle, an oracular priestess, this is what comes through. I mean, all kinds of stuff comes through, but it's my job, my mission, part of it, to get it to whoever needs it. Because it is time to step up, like I said. You know, this is a time where we're moving into, you know, telepathically being able to communicate with one another again, how we've always done. You know, psychic connection, all of that, right? And that's just, I mean, that's just like one little thing, but it's time. Okay, so I'll just read this one little bit. Long before your recorded history, I walked the earth when our pyramids shimmered with pure gold and crystals washed up along the Nile's shore. Although born to rule as queen, my heart's prayer was to serve as an accessible spiritual leader. From the earliest age, I consecrated my royal position as a vehicle for clearly identifying how to best serve my people. I lived my early life with a passionate, full-body presence in preparation for serving the whole of Egypt with this same care. That's why she's like this motherly archetype energy too. It's because she literally was like a mother to the Egyptian people. And they loved her because she came from a place of true connection and true love and true source energy, right? Okay. She says, okay, so she basically made her every daily life, it was like a full like worship service, you know, to her mission, to, you know, Mother Earth, to, you know, her people, right? Like all these things. I explored the divinity of my humanity within the prayer of bearing children, making love, preparing food, and creating sacred spaces. With every act of devotion, I deepened in my understanding of how family, love, creativity, and fulfilling a higher purpose were universal needs for my people, unifying all of us in our human experience. Honoring my humanity taught me how Egypt deserved to be led. So I'm going to skip ahead here just really quickly. Okay. She talks about claiming your divine inheritance. And you guys have heard me talk about this. If you're new here, welcome in, my loves. Okay. It's not typically like this where I'm reading from a book and channeling. Okay. It's just, I'm a diverse psychic and oracle. Okay. So a lot of stuff comes through for me, for the collective. Claim your divine inheritance. You were not originally designed to suffer or be in want of anything. Sophia designed you to live in harmony as a sovereign co-creator with the overflowing abundance of this planet. Your divine inheritance includes all of your earthly needs being met, as well as receiving all of your heart's desires. All of your heart's desires. It is her divine will for you to prosper in every area of your life. That is literally what we're meant to have and be and embody here on earth. To be a master of both the spiritual and physical realms is to know that, in truth, there is no separation between these two realms. When your alignment with unconditional love for yourself and others is your principal guiding force in life, the abundance of both realms is revealed to you in every expanding measure. Let me read that again for the people in the back. When your alignment with unconditional love for yourself, because as within, so without, right? Your unconditional love for yourself and others is your principal guiding force in life, meaning you see it, okay? Like for me, I just see it, I know it. My guiding leading force in life is my mission, is to help, is to serve, is to be of assistance and to help people remember and to just be a way shower back to their truth and wholeness and unity with self, right? And you guys are no different. We are the teachers. We are the ascended ones leading this new earth into new earth. For the children here and children's children and children's children and children's children and children's children, right? So she says, I invite you to imagine the golden halls of ascension temples that grace the spine of Egypt. I taught my people how to utilize these royal structures as an outer reflection of their inner temples and true worth. Okay, so I'm going to kind of just skip ahead here. Then she says, claim your sacred sexuality, which this is it. We've had so much sexual wounding and shaming and judgment and persecuting and all these things, okay? I speak to you of a time when men and women, so this is what she's saying. This is how it was in this time, in the old earth, right? Ancient Egypt, Atlantis, like, right? I speak to you of a time when men and women walked side by side in divine union. That's what's coming in now. Here, man and woman walking side by side in divine union once more. Supporting one another with telepathy, compassion, and empowerment. When priest kings listened in reverence long into the night to the sounds and songs of their oracular priestess queens. Their bodies hold court in meditation, facing each other's hearts in tantric prayer. They would breathe the serpents of Kundalini awake and surrender into the waiting arms of the beloved. All right, so, and then she goes on about like the teaching, like about the tantric practice and just different things and being in devoted, you know, union and a unified union, and to be devoted to your divine counterpart and to be in, you know, and it's again, like they were a part and a support system of the priestess, the warrior, the protector, the supporter, okay? And that is quite literally, and again, it's not a, you know, oh, I'm lower, so I have to support you. That's how this earth has operated for a very long time. That's the structure that's being broken and the illusion that's being shattered. Okay, this is a time, like she said, where we walk equally as one, as a balanced, unified one. And we each have our roles. And again, here on New Earth, that's how it is. Okay, so a lot's going to be shifting, a lot's going to be changing. Like we are moving out of the traditional, like, you know, oh, I just want someone by my side, and, you know, I just want to get married. I just want to, you know, have someone to cuddle, you know. Yeah, all that stuff is nice as very physical beings. Of course, you know, we have that energy. And she actually is talking about your sacred sexuality and how important that is and how we're meant to utilize that with our divine counterparts. And what I'm saying here, because I love actually here in the book where she says, when priest kings listen in reverence long into the night to the sounds and songs of their oracular priestess queens. That's what I said at the beginning. A separate message that I keep receiving as a download to bring to the collective about the high priest kings and high priest queens coming together. That's what I said. Okay. So, and then she says, claim your sovereign divinity. Let's fly together as you awaken the vast illuminating life force within your precious human body. As the wings upon my back spread wide to soar with your own, the divine feminine strength and power that I embody is yours to know within yourself. My key code 1 is a teaching transmission for confidently claiming the freedom of your sovereign divinity. Just as I put Osiris's body back together piece by piece through the rites of resurrection, so too will I initiate your consciousness to recognize the divinity and royalty within your own body, heart, and mind. I offer you the light mantles of my oversoul to be wrapped as sacred ritual cloths around your awarenesses so that any hidden belief denying your divinity may dissolve in peace. Okay, so that's kind of where I'm going to end with just sharing that. So again, the Sophia code, you guys, I'm not like sponsored by that or anything like that. This is just a very powerful new earth transmission leading the way, and it's beautiful. Man or woman, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. So I'm like, that's been a lot. I was just like channeling, talking. Okay, I just saw 3223. You could be seeing a lot of mirrored numbers. I'm also seeing 1111, and now I'm seeing the Ankh in my mind's eye. You could be getting a lot of references to frankincense, to myrrh, to different like natural earth healing modalities, or being called back to dive deeper into herbalism, herbs, healing. What is this good for? What's this good for? What's the healing property? What's the metaphysical, spiritual property of this? All the things. And Isis is phenomenal because she's the magical goddess, right? Like she's a big one for earth magic. Okay, just this morning, look how beautiful, you guys. I have kale, like big kale stalks growing in my backyard. I actually have to like prune it down, but it started, I didn't even realize that kale like did this, but it started growing these like out of the tops where it needs to be pruned. It started growing these beautiful branches and flowers, and look how gorgeous. Okay, so I just felt, I was like, see, look at, these are the kale leaves. These are like baby kale leaves right here. I should actually look up the metaphysical spiritual meaning of kale and the kale flowers. Okay, I'm going to do that too. Maybe you guys want to do that too. It's all a part of the message. I'm channeling everything that comes through. If you are new here, it's a part of the message. It's meant to come through. Okay, I'm just going to clear the energy because working with incense, working with smoke, working with, fire divination, scrying, reading, coffee grounds, tea leaves, all of these forms of divination, okay? She's phenomenal to work with in regards to this. High-level oracular priestess. All right, so clear. And we thank you. We thank you, Isis, for this beautiful message today, for these beautiful truths. Okay. We have the new moon, I believe, right? The new moon in Pisces. in what, a day or two from now, on the 10th of March. I'm recording this on the 8th of March, 2024. But time is an illusion. It really, truly does not exist. Okay. Also, what I'm getting like is time is speeding up. Time is going to feel like it's moving very quickly. The days are going so fast. Like, one second it's 10 o'clock a.m. and then the next time, you look at the clock, it's 2 o'clock p.m., right? Okay. For some of you guys, you're quantum leaping like timelines. Okay. This has happened to me before, and other people that I've known, where you like, you look at the clock, like this has happened to me before. Like when I've gone with a client, I have a certain, like let's say it's a 30-minute reading or session, right? So I know the time that it starts, right? Let's say it's at 12 o'clock noon and it's only 30 minutes. So by the time I get done, it should be around 12:30, right? Wrong. This has happened to me where I get done and I've lost like a full hour or like an hour and a half. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is crazy, right? But this is how it goes. This is how it works. Don't be surprised if that happens to you. Okay. And Bastet, I can't say that enough about Bastet too. Like Bastet, again, helping us to really connect and swim through our subconscious, okay, to help heal that, to face our shadows, okay. She's also great at helping to navigate you, like, as empaths, as very, as sensitives, we'll say sensitives, we pick up on energy and other things very easily. We can even absorb things very easily. And this is what Bastet is like wanting to help you with as well. And you can call in Isis and whoever else too. But Bastet is good to help you with clearing and blocking, okay, other people's shadow that they are projecting onto you, okay? Like, even if you don't really know, like, just work with her and say, like, help me to heal, to uncover, to unblock subconscious wounds, whatever I need to work through. Guide me in this. And then also, I give permission. I work with you, Bastet, in this way. Like, please, help me to help protect me and help me to connect and see other energies and the shadows that are being projected on me, but help me clear them. Help me block them, okay? Protect me from them, okay? She is depicted as the black cat, right? So, black cats do speak of spiritual, magical protection, okay? So, and she protects against, hexes, black magic, different kinds of like binding spells, anything dark, anything manipulative and dark, right? No weapon formed against me shall prosper, okay? So those of you guys tuning in right now, light workers all over, clients of mine that I'm connecting with, right? Other readers, psychic, medium, friends of mine, there's a lot of psychic attacks and spiritual attacks happening on, and it's no wonder why. I mean, look at what we house, look at what we hold, look at who we are. They're trying to block us, stop us. Kadesh, look at this. Okay, sexual wisdom, and then she obviously gives me like this very like Cleopatra, like, kind of vibe, but it's about sexuality, sensuality. Sexual wisdom, and that's what I'm talking about, is sacred sex magic. You guys are just going to start knowing and remembering, and you won't even know how you remember or know. Like when you come in a divine union with a partner, you guys are going to know, you're going to know how to guide and lead your divine masculine or your counterpart in tantric breathing. You're gonna just know, like, intuitively, like what to do. Heart chakra to heart chakra, I put my legs like this, you put your legs like this. It's just like breathing, okay? It's connecting to each other's life force, chi, prana, like, and creating like this like magical, powerful energy between the two of you guys, okay? It's not even about sex. It's about the stuff that you create. I mean, it is about sex, like, and that's connected too, but I don't want to talk about that too much. It's just, it's more about, you're just going to know how to do these things and what to do. Goddess Oshun is coming out, and your masculine too. The divine masculines are also rising, right? Divine feminine rising. So the divine masculines are tuning more into their, you know, spiritual side, right? They're connecting too. You know, yes, the divine feminine is the way shower, but the divine masculine is very powerful, especially with them rising and healing that inner feminine and letting that rise back up and stepping more out of the, you know, I know it all, I control everything, ego, macho, whatever it is. Goddess Oshun, sweet success. So Isis is wanting to work with you, mentor with you, and bless you into sweet success, and also gifting you miraculous energy, like she said, that brings forth sweet success for you. Okay? All right? Tapping into your sexual wisdom, your sacral chakra. This is about finding passion in life again. And letting your passions lead you. Connecting to them. Connecting to the sacral chakra. And really working with the sacral chakra. And everything that that means. Creating. Okay? Goddess Isis is saying she's saying, connect with me in meditation. Connect with me in prayer. And connect with me in nature. Okay? Moon bathing. So literally absorbing the energies of the moon and moon bathing. Just like we sunbathe, right? Same thing. Okay? So she's saying moon bathing. I'll speak to you through the stars. Okay? You'll probably see comet or shooting stars for confirmation. You know, connect with her energy. Look up at the stars in the sky. Think of a question or something that you want to connect to, or confirmation from Mother Isis. You know what I mean? And you'll get it. You'll get it. Okay? So let's get a couple more here. Mary Magdalene, sacred marriage. Yep, absolutely. And then look at, I said the Ankh. There she is. Right? Okay? And the Ankh is a very sacred symbolism of the round part is the womb. The round part represents the womb, the feminine. And then the longer part, right, going into the womb is the masculine. Catch my drift, right? And then it's about meeting in the middle and like you guys both carrying that very divine sovereign energy together. But it's the connection, the unification of feminine, masculine, and God's source, basically, okay? And there's other, you know, meanings behind it, obviously. But Mary Magdalene is saying that maybe she's wanting to mentor with some of you guys. Maybe you're feeling called to work with her and dive more into the lineage of the rose. But it's all connected, okay? The Isis temples and mystery schools is where these initiates went to. Mary Magdalene went to. She was learning the all of this stuff in here too. Just like many of you guys. She was once an initiate. That's what they're talking about. We were once just human, little girls, little boys, just like you, right? Okay, so thank you, Mary Magdalene. Thank you, Goddess Oshun. And thank you, Kadesh, for showing up. Now, for a lot of you guys, this sweet success and all that, oh, Kali Ma's coming out too. All right, so Kali Ma is here too, showing up, you know, confirming of the deep, profound spiritual transformation. Okay, this is the deepest, maybe it has been the darkest too, for a lot of you guys that you have felt, okay? For me personally, going through another dark night of the soul since January of the beginning of this year, right? And now I feel myself like just coming out of it. I'm like, you know, I feel like I'm bouncing back, right? Because I've leveled up. I rose my vibration. I'm raising my vibration. So I'm stepping onto this new timeline, this new platform. Okay, so she's letting you know. And they're also letting you know, Isis is going to be really helping you to release old blockages, fear blocks, past life blocks, subconscious blocks around utilizing your magic and your power once again. Because you might be watching this reading and think like, well, I'm not afraid of it at all. Like I'm stoked about this stuff. I want to learn more. I want to mentor. Like I'm open to this, and that's beautiful. That's great. That means you're one of the ones that was meant to be here and find this profound message from Isis. But at the same time, even myself included in this, I know that I have underlying subconscious fear blocks around fully stepping into my power, fully, being seen. And until we can kind of get to that place of surrender, acceptance, and really moving through that, chances are we probably won't be connecting to higher levels of our power and our gifts, because we're subconsciously afraid of it, right? So I think a lot of that is being cleared naturally. I think, our star family is really helping to there's just so much healing work being done on a past life level too, on a subconscious level at night. So just know that as well. Okay. She wants you to know, okay, so be in nature, connect with her in a safe space, a quiet space, and when I say like connect with her through meditation or connect to anyone through meditation, I don't mean, look, there she is. I knew it. I was like, Isis, I know that you're going to come out like any second. So Aphrodite is showing up, another goddess energy connected to Venus, the goddess of beauty, love, art, sensuality, all the things. This is about knowing that it is safe to fully embody your true essence, your true sexuality, your power, your magic, your authenticity, okay? Because in this new earth, those are all of the things that people are going to be connecting to, okay? People are no longer going to be connecting to and addicted to the falseness, the illusions, the lies, the inauthentic energies that have embodied this world for so long. People are they're going to see through it. And guess what? The ones who are embodying the new earth frequency is the ones that are going to be showing the way, but are going to be the ones that people gravitate to, that they are called to you. Okay. And I'm talking about groups, masses of people. You may not see it now, but I do. I see it. Okay, this is a movement like when Jesus walked the earth. Okay, right now you're seeing the movement, but we have the internet nowadays where they didn't. They had to go and talk and spread the word, right? Well, we're going to be seeing more of that. Right now we're doing it on a large scale for those of us who are spiritual teachers out there through social media platforms, YouTube, right? But very soon we are going to start seeing more of the collective togetherness in 3D, like coming together physically and connecting and being activated even more by each other's auric fields, and right. So there's much to come, and that's what this message is all about. It's about who you are. Okay, and she's got her Ankh too. So for some of you guys, you might be seeing the Ankh a lot on other tarot cards, in other messages, or you go on Instagram and an ad for like a spiritual jewelry company pops up and there is a gold Ankh, right? The Ankh is going to show you. It's going to be another message from Isis saying, I'm here with you. I want to mentor with you. Invoke me. Call me in. Okay? And those of you guys who attended my it was one of my very first workshops, I believe, my starseed activation workshops and all that. I believe it was one of the not the first one I did, but it was like one of, I don't know, maybe like the second, third, or fourth one I did. I've done 8 now, but she mentored me, and that was a powerful, and those of you guys who attended, I'm sure you remember. Okay, so we have a lot of like ancient Egypt energy showing up here with Isis and Hathor. Okay, some of you guys are ready to mentor with both at the same time, but I suggest working with maybe one at a time. Okay, like Bastet, I feel is a little different. Like, I feel like if you are guided to work with Isis, Bastet is just like here is also just saying like, this is also what I want to help you with and how I can help you. Okay, Hathor for me is a completely different scene. Okay, she's very powerful. She's even more ancient than her. She actually learned a lot from her, and she guided, mentored her in a lot of ways. So, and she came thousands and thousands of years before. Hathor is just showing up, letting you know that your sacred contracts, you know, your lineage, what you embody and who you are is very powerful. These are not just, we call it mythologies, but these are real people that walk the earth and that were real light workers, star seeds, right? Miracle workers. And that's what we embody. You know, you look at Jesus, that's high alchemical magic, what he did, turning water into wine. That was alchemy. You know, taking, now I'm like, my mind is going blank, but where, you know, he only had a little bit of food for like 1,000 people. And then he, right, had all the fish and all the things and, right, making something out of nothing or alchemizing it into something else, lead into gold. That's what he did. That's what Isis does. That's what we do. We alchemize every single day, whether you realize it or not, right? So let's get a message here. Let me just get a couple starseed messages. I was not expecting this to be such a long, you know, message, but I did know that the majority of it, you know, would be just channeling and talking and sharing in regards to this message and sharing a bit of Isis and what she wants you to know and what she, right, from the Sophia code. Okay, empathic starseed. It's about the, again, exactly. You're an empathic starseed. Very powerful. Some of you guys, you may want to work with scrying. For some of you guys, this is a call to protect your energy from mirrors. Mirrors are portals. Make no mistake. Never have mirrors facing your bed, ever. And if you do, make sure anytime you go to sleep or anyone is asleep in your bed, that mirror is covered. Okay? That is one way that dark forces or black magic practitioners, things of that nature, can spy or send things in. Okay? Also, black screens, the phone screens, the TV screens, all the things. If you have little children who play on an iPhone or iPad constantly, you want to protect the hell out of that, because that is a gateway, okay, for dark forces to infiltrate. And they love innocent energy and high vibrational energy like children, right? Okay? Like something can come through and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, like unexplainably, a child just gets sick. Like, you know, and it's just like, what the heck, what's going on? You know, it could be something like that, okay? And I'm not like saying this to freak anyone out. I'm saying this because this is how it works. This is the truth. And I'm here as an earth angel, as a guide, to bring forth the message so you know, right? Okay. So, and also some of you guys are going to be tapping more into scrying and working with mirrors. And I also keep getting flames and fire magic. So, tuning in and channeling and receiving messages or visions or whatever by watching a flame, a candle flame. Spirit speaks to us through lights, electronics, through fire, right? Through whatever. But with fire, it's always like flickering, or it might get big, or it might go real dim. Okay, so you can ask questions, right? Always, again, protect your space, okay, when you're doing this, and just say like, you know, this is my intention. This is what I want to connect to. I shield myself. I call in protective energy, Archangel Michael, to protect me against anything that, you know, is not of my highest and greatest good. And then boom, right? Same things go for tarot or pulling oracle cards for yourself. Call in, you know, divine support and protection every time you tune in or divine with anything that's divination tools. That's just my suggestion, and that's what I teach in my tarot lessons. It's about having a respect, a high level of respect for the craft, because so many people nowadays, you know, people are all up on like the new age, whatever, right? So everybody, and I love that because so many people are being called on a real soul level, but some people are just picking up the tarot because they're going, oh, other people are doing it. You know, it's just cards. You just learn the meanings, and then, you know, you can make money on a platform or, you know, start a YouTube channel. I can see it like plain as day. There's so many new accounts showing up where some of them are very authentic and amazing, and I'm so happy for that. But many of them are very false lights, okay, is what I want to say, where they're just pumping cards. They don't give a shit about the collective. They're just here to make some money and to pump out readings. It is what it is, and we are not here for that. We are not here for that. We are here for so much more. And honestly, you guys, when I started my YouTube channel, I just thought, you know, I'm gonna help bring forth these messages. I'm a psychic, I'm a medium, I can channel, you know, like, and that's that, right? But I had no idea that my gifts would open up even more, that those spiritual doors would open even more, that I would get the divine call to start doing activation and healing workshops, and that I would be working with mentors and guides like Isis, Merlin, High Priestesses of Avalon, the Pleiadians, Yeshua. Like, it blows my mind. And this is you too. I am a mirror of you, right? It may not be the same mission embodiment of what I do and you do. It could be very different, but it's the same, where you guys, you catch my drift. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this speaks of your energetic sovereignty, and this is exactly why Isis wants to mentor and work with you. She's calling out to you. She's been calling out to you. And if you haven't really connected or seen a whole lot of Isis references, or she hasn't really been showing up, I'm an activator, and after like I share a message, the people who it's meant for, they will start seeing confirmations and synchronicities in regards to this message. Oh, wow. So I look down and I see the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. We are the golden children. This is also about the golden crystal rainbow children that are wanting to incarnate, that so many of you guys out there, if you're still fertile, right, are going to be a vessel. Okay, you're going to be birthing these children into this new earth. This is about portals open, your pathways being cleared, okay? But it's letting you know this is also a time to really mother your inner child. And Isis, Mother Isis is what I call her, because she is a very powerful mother archetype in that world, just like Mother Mary. She not only mothered Horus, but she mothered all of Egypt. Star bathing. This is exactly what I said about what Isis was saying. Like towards the end, she was saying, connect with me like through the moon, and I'll be connecting with you and speaking to you through the stars. That's literally what she said, what came through. Here we go. One of the last cards, star bathing. This is about connecting to your star origins, but being bathed by the stars and the starlight and absorbing it. Your light body. So this is about helping and clearing and activating more of your light body. Crystal grids. So some of you guys may want to create crystal grids. You could, you know, and here's the thing. I know that there's like people who are like, you know, they work with crystals, and like there's maybe certain ways to do certain, you know, crystal grids and certain crystals that are good for certain things, right? Of course. Okay, but here's what I'm going to say from what I get from my own higher self and past life knowledge and wisdom. There's no right or wrong way to do a crystal grid. You follow your intuition. I want to do a crystal grid for abundance. And I'm going to make an abundance altar, and I'm going to do a little crystal grid of abundance, right? Okay, so let me just show you. I have a few, crystals over here. All right, so we'll just say this, okay? So you have some crystals, right? But I have to be careful with this one. This one is like a very ancient, like fossil something. I don't know. My mom got it for me a couple years back, but I forget what it is, but it houses great power, but it's a tiny little, it reminds me of the Nightmare Before Christmas, like the little, So, okay, I want to do an abundance, a little grid on my altar. So I'm going to set the intention. I'm going to clear the energy on my altar. You can do a protection altar, maybe using crystals that are good for protection, like black onyx or black obsidian or a tourmaline, just different stuff, right? And you could actually do a little grid and put it like under your bed and have it for protection, a crystal grid of protection under your bed. You can grid your whole property, okay? Each point of your property, you could place a crystal, okay? And then connect all of it with your intention and create a whole freaking crystal light dome energetically that connects each crystal of each point of your property and completely protects and houses your house and home in light. I just got chills. Some of you guys need to do that. Some of you guys need to do that. It could be just a little piece of clear quartz crystal, right, that you place in the ground, or around, gridding your home. You can grid your home, right? But let's say you want to just do like a little, abundance, right? So, maybe you're called to just place one here and, 3 here, right? And then maybe, because the crystals work together, right? So, and then maybe placing one here, like, you know what I mean? This is an example. You do what feels right for you, okay? Maybe look into it a little bit, but I feel that crystal grading is big. I feel like a lot of people are going to be called to, to work with this kind of stuff. Again, this is the new earth way. And it's not new age. I honestly can't stand that term. It reminds me of woke. People think people like us are woke. We're not woke. Woke is people who are, just kind of, that's new age. That's new age, right? We are awoken souls. We have reawoken to our God consciousness, to God's source. That's very different, right? We're not just calling ourselves woke and going out and wreaking havoc and, causing riots or doing this, that, or the other. That's the opposite of what we're here to do. To transmute separation. To transmute the hate energy, the fear energy. To elevate the love and the God consciousness here on earth again. To bring all of humanity together as one. Yeah, Goddess Isis is saying annihilate separation. Annihilating the separation. Okay, so anyways, guys, I know this is a long one, but this is an important one, and I wouldn't be surprised just yet. I still haven't channeled this message out. Okay, I've got channeled messages in here, right? I just had a powerful interaction with Ascended Master Lord Melchizedek. Okay, I don't know, 5-6 days ago. It was the day before my activation 3-3 portal workshop. So last Saturday, so almost a week, actually a week almost. And that was a whole powerful message that I still haven't shared, but I have it all written out right here about what came through from him and his guidance and all that, right? But anyways, okay. Isis has had to come out first for whatever reason, and she came through and it was no, right now. Okay, so crystal grids, transmissions, and activations. So through Isis's mentorship, okay, you are going to be receiving channeled transmissions from her, and big activations. And this is also just what you're receiving from the stars, your cosmic galactic family, as star seeds at this time. Okay. All right. And then the great severing, this is Mars energy, anger, conflict, and softening to love. So what she's doing is she's helping you. She's helping you. And I feel Bastet is beautiful for this. If you have been feeling this kind of maybe defeated, suffering type energy, or you maybe feel like resentments are coming up, or just, you know, that shadow aspect of things, this is about helping you to sever the ties and cords and to heal this, any kind of inner conflict, and to help you soften to love, to help you open your heart chakra even more, because the heart is the portal. I feel that. So she will assist with that too, but Bastet is great for this. Also like Archangel Michael, but like I said, Bastet, to help you swim through the underworld of your subconscious. All right. So that is what I got for you, my loves. I am feeling called to pull just very quickly. Oops. Oh, okay. Well, these just fell out when I picked this up, so I'll take these. And then I just want to get just a couple like tarot messages here. Why are these all flipped around all funny? Okay, that was weird. All right. So the ones that fell out is the breathing rose. This is about heart healing. Exactly. Emotions, connection, and time eases. Goddess Isis is wanting to help you, to mentor you and help connect you even more to your heart chakra, and to operate in alignment from the heart space in all that you do. To feel the love and to be in a moving prayer every day in your life. And feeling that connection. And severing the ties of the old you, old world. The crowning, okay, just like a baby, when a baby, right, is crowning, okay, you see the baby here, it's a rose, but right, this is about what you are birthing into creation, and that you are a powerful portal. Okay, for those of you guys who are women, but we're vessels anyways that house the souls, right? But this is primarily right for the women, like I said, as far as that goes. Birthing the new children of the golden age, okay? But this is about the crowning, your crown. Remember Isis said about your royalty and who you are on a soul sovereign level. Royalty. You sit at high seats. Okay, so trust me, there's going to be more messages coming through for you guys. Initiations, thresholds, birth and rebirth, a seat at the table. So you see? A seat at the table and an initiation. This is what she's wanting to guide and mentor with right now. Okay? And what's coming through and what she's saying, okay, so this is, again, not going to be for everybody. This message might only be for, you know, I don't know. You know, I know it's for a lot of people, but it's going to, like, it has to find people who are, like, going to be coming to the channel, too. So I send that intention out with this message, that it finds and is guided and led through the algorithms to the divine souls and initiates who are ready to level up, who are ready to connect and mentor and work with Mother Isis. A lot of you guys are questioning, I can hear it. Yes, but Erica, what is mentoring? Like, how do you mentor with an ascended master? Just like you would a mentor. You talk to them, you speak to them, you ask them questions. You ask them to give you answers to questions, okay? They will lead you and guide you naturally anyways. Okay, like I said, watch after this. If you're ready, you'll start getting Isis references. Leave comments down below if you already have. Okay, and if you remember and you feel guided, once you do start receiving these initiatory signs and signals from her, come back to the comments and say, yes, they started showing up. I would love to hear that. Because I already know. I know. I'm never wrong about this. Seeing the Ankh, like I said, Egyptian stuff. Also working with frankincense and myrrh. You could even be smelling that. I'm also getting rose oil, something about rose hips. Okay, working with mint. This morning I went and I picked a bunch of mint from my garden outside. Okay, mint brings forth prosperity, protection. It is a great energy to ward off evil and any kind of black magic, hexes, voodoo, hoodoo, whatever the fuck. What I'm getting is bends it backwards. Okay, like you ever see like in a movie like a leg get bent backwards and it breaks and the bone pops out? Okay, sorry for the graphic, but that's what I'm seeing as a symbolism from spirit as to what basically is done to people. And again, this is symbolically. I'm not saying that spirit's going to break anyone's leg. Okay, that's not the case. What I mean, there could be some kind of like an accident or something where they do. I don't know. But what I mean is like that's their bad karma. Okay. And like I said, right now, my warriors, my light team out there, yes, we are protected. And yes, we play these important roles, and spirit is not going to just sit back and watch while other people try to like fuck with us. Okay. There will be repercussions. Absolutely. Right. But we are being called and guided at this time to tap into our divine sovereignty, into our power, and to light ourselves up, to shield ourselves, and be very consistent with it. Okay? All right. So you have a seat at the table. And oh, that's what Isis was coming through and what Isis was saying with a seat at the table and initiation. She's saying, we are not strangers, beloved. We have met many times, in many ways, in many forms, in many lives. We are kin, old soul friends. Do not fear me. Do not be afraid of what's to come, of your power, of your gifts, of your creation. For I will lead the way. Okay. And once again, she reminds you that she is a mirror for you, as we are all mirrors to each other, but she's mirroring to you what you embody as well. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, my loves. Mother Isis, do we have any other messages for the collective of what is coming in for them, for these beautiful light workers and star seeds? Let me know how you guys like this message. Again, I am an oracular priestess, so I'm going to share things that just come through. Okay, like this channel is a very high vibrational pillar of light channel. So we connect to those energies, old souls, twin flames. Exactly. We are high priestesses, high priests. Okay, so Mother Isis is just showing up one more time, letting you know how freaking powerful and how much powerful change is coming to you and coming in and through you. You will not be the same after this. 6 of Cups, yeah. Helping you to remember past lives. It's like a spontaneous awakening of who you've been. So this is how she wants to help. And this will help birth you into these new cycles and doors opening and things like that, okay? She's mentoring you for the next stage, for the next level of what's to come. All right? Okay? And for me, this is also about the heart chakra energy and you leveling up, man or woman, doesn't matter. You leveling up in a big way at this time. This is a time of congratulations. And this is a time of celebration. And this isn't a fluff message, like just trying to blow smoke. This is literally that, which is, again, it's like we're receiving blessings, rewards, abundance for the work that we've been doing. And now we step into this next level where we dive even deeper. Okay? We are always the student of life. Okay, so that's what I got. Thank you, Isis, for this beautiful message. Again, I send out with loving intention and holy white Christed light. And I send this prayer of intention out on the wings of all of the Sophia dragons. Thank you all for being here and for guiding me and for guiding the collective. May this message reach many through all space and time. I send love. I thank you guys. If you are wanting to maybe get a reading done, spiritual guidance, hone in on a twin flame thing, or you're looking to maybe get some healing work done, clearing work, energetic. I do intuitive energy healing, channel light language, that's quantum healing. And there's just a lot involved with the intuitive energy healing sessions. I usually don't know until I connect with your energy. But I've never worked with someone where, you know, they weren't like, whoa, this is crazy, you know? So, and I also am a past life Akashic reader. And I love doing those. So you'll see all the options down below. I just thank you guys. Again, this is a longer message. I don't ever do messages this long. If you are new here, this is not normal. But this is the high vibrational new earth type messages that are going to be coming through to those of us who are high level spiritual guides and teachers at this time and moving forward. And the student becomes the teacher, right? So we are helping to guide and lead and way show others to their learning stages, student, whatever they've got, right? And we just, right, we're just the guide. We just help lock arms with you for a while, you know, and then, you know, I'm sure you, for a lot of you, will go on your way. You'll be called to other, you know, channels, messages, readers, spiritual teachers, you know, things of that nature. So I'm honored to be here with you. I thank you for being here with me. You know, this is such a beautiful time to be here, even though it may seem very difficult to see that at times on earth at this time. I understand that. Okay, but we see through the lens of love, right? And truth. And no one said it would be easy. And many of the adversities and trials and tribulations that these other ascended masters faced, they want to help us so we can alchemize, transmute, and avoid. Okay, a lot of it. So anyways, I love you guys. Thank you again, and I hope everyone has a beautiful day. Namaste.